Welcome back. Today we're gonna be testing Exogate Initiatives. It's a really nice game, just launched end of January this year, and it's a nice mixture of two genres, or two, let's just say, one game and one series I really like. The game is the Evil Genius, if you are familiar with that. That's how you build the bases. And the series I really like is Stargate. This is our gate. It's very similar to that. We're gonna send people through the gate to new unidentified planets. We're gonna be investigating them through different teams, similarly as Stargate universe. This is our basics of our base. This is the entrance, let's just say, in a way. And then we need to set up the back office area for the Stargate missions. Let's just see what do we have. So we have some money, $500,000, which is nice. We have some science points. We have the power management and influence sources. Let's just start to build maybe a barrack somewhere here. Just a small one in the beginning. So you're gonna show to the bots, and you have builder bots. You can have 6 at the moment. We're gonna have 4 from the 6. And these are the little fellas coming and gonna dig into the walls. Once you have the walls dig out, then you can set up different rooms. At the beginning, we have a barracks, we have a mess, we have a laboratory, and power plants. But as you can see, we can unlock even further more buildings. We have defensive buildings or facilities. And then, of course, we have the, let's just call it security elements. We're gonna build a door to everywhere just in case. I like to close the rooms with doors. I don't know if it's required, to be honest, but I think it's a nice to have, especially for the barracks. Cool, we're gonna build the door, and we're gonna set this up as a barrack. So designating it for that, it's a 6x6. In the meantime, we're gonna be doing on the opposite side. I'm not sure about that. Maybe something here as well, and that's gonna be a mess hall, just so they can eat. We're gonna need later on a laboratory as well. I'm probably gonna put the laboratory here. So my planning is that they're gonna have the barrack as they're coming back from the mission, then they're gonna put all the species and everything they brought back from the gate, from different planets to the laboratory. And then you can eat in the background. So, once you have the room, you can select it, and then designated furnitures are available. Guys, you are loud. So, we're gonna have some beds, and for each gate member, or gators, how they call the game, calling gators. So gators, the employees of the base who can go either to missions or do any kind of activities in the base. So let's just put down 3. This room should be actually 1 more wider. In the meantime, we're gonna have the mess hall built up as well. So let's just finish that quickly. Then we're gonna finish the laboratory as well. So in the laboratory, probably one of the most important area in the game, we can able to not just study the different species we brought back, or planets, or plants, but actually we can create patterns, and the patterns are built up, and that's our income. But later on, once we had the first mission, and of course we're going to speak a little bit about the research area as well. So gators can be recruited through the campaigns. In the beginning we only have access to scientists, but later on we can have soldiers, medic, engineers, scholars, and diplomats as well. So let's start with the scientists. Let's go for the basic setup. So it's a 5,000 salary, which is the skill determination of the recruits. Then we're gonna have the duration and the campaign budget. These two is kind of set up how many people are gonna be applying through of that. So let's start the campaign. So we're gonna have a team. So, why it's important to have a diplomat later on? Well, we have this nice alien and artifacts. So this is us, Exogate Initiative. We have influence teams and score, speak about that later. We are on Earth. We have 3 other unknown and unmet factions. We are racing against them. So they are also going planet to planet, and they're collecting species, and they're collecting all kind of artifacts, and we are racing against them. So diplomats gonna have a role once we met one of them. And of course with any other life form. So the mess hall can have the tables and have a meal dispenser, and later on a premium meal dispenser. We are not really interested on that at the moment. I think 2 meal dispenser is going to be fine. Let's build some tables. I don't know how I want to put this. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. And maybe someone who is not that social, we just put 2 chairs there as well. Standalone. You know, if you have your mobile phone and you just want to be sitting in a corner by yourself, sometimes you need that as well. Okay, what do we have here? There's an icon on that. I think it's just saying that we don't have a food. Yeah, order in progress. Okay, cool. That's okay. That's fine. Now we have the space for the laboratory. No, it's actually already the laboratory. So what we have here, we have a research desk. This is where we can research different new skills or new facilities. A biosample container, that's where we can put all kind of biosamples we brought back from the missions. This is where we can study those, and this is where we can keep patterns. So we need all of these. I'm going to start with the study one. I'm going to put down just a couple of the containers as well. Let's go with 3. And the pattern one, just on the opposite of the room here. We're going to have way more stuff here later on. Now the campaign is finished. So let's see who do we have. We have Tang from China as a scientist who has a 2nd level of perception, 2nd level of social, really good knowledge, level 4, and some logic as well. I think it's a good candidate, but let's see all of them. Okay, so Megan is from UK and not that social, but really knowledgeable as well and really good with logic. I'm okay with that. We have Fabian from Germany. I think the knowledge and the logic is the most important for a scientist. So, and we have Florian also from Germany. So the first 2 for sure. We're gonna go to Tang with Megan, and which one we should take? We should take Florian. You know what? We're gonna take Fabian as well. Why not? We have the space. So now we have 3 members. Let's do a mission. So this is the star map. This is the Earth, and we can connect to another planet which is close to us. You can see the different areas. We can click on it, and it says what's the recommendation level to go to that planet. As you can see, we have a level 2, and a couple of level 1s. As a first mission, highly recommended to go to level 1 when you have a not really experienced team. And in this case, it's gonna be VA433, unclaimed planet. We have a locked energy, so it costs 20 energy to have connections to this planet. We have at the moment 10, so it's not gonna really work. Why do we have just only 10? Okay, we need to build power plants. Give me a second. Now we have all the powers. Okay, 1 month is done. Budget summary we got. We have the committee 50,000. We have salaries of 17,700. That's how much increase of finance we need. And so on and so on and so on. So let's see what's your problem. You need a bad. Oh, because we recruited 4. Okay, it's my bad. Sorry. Let me fix this. A locker as well. Okay, cool. Let's go to the first planet. So we connected our Earth gate to this planet, VA433. Can you rename it? I think you can. Create a mission, create a new team. Let's be the scientist, I don't know, let's be green, because why not? Create a symbol of this. And I'm gonna call them Scientist 01. That's gonna be the team name. So we need to recruit 3 people. Well, it's quite easy because we have 4. So one's gonna stay at the base. And once we have that, we can send them to the mission. So they're gonna get 8% more experience. There's 0 chance for injury, which is really good. And because there is no medic, that if they get an injury, that's gonna be quite severe. But they're not gonna have injuries. So send the mission. Once we send the team to the mission, on the top left corner we can see that how many people and teams are out to do a mission and where they are. Later on we're gonna have more teams and you're gonna have the different symbols and you can see who they are and where they are and how long they're gonna be there. At the moment they're going to the gate. Okay, so they warped to the other planet. Hopefully they arrived in one in good shape. We click on it, we can see who they are, where they went, off-world. And in 5 days, they're gonna be back if there is nothing happened, because otherwise they're gonna report back and we can make decisions. So let's just do, in the meantime, something. For the pattern writer, we have Fabian, who is remained back in the base, and because he's not part of any teams, I'm gonna set him as a pattern writing person. Not too much to do at the moment, but once they are back, we're gonna have study to do. Let's just jump to the first moment when something is happening on the planet. Quite an uneventful mission, because there was no communication with the team. The team just went there, they collected samples, and they're back. So they get some XP. I don't know why Megan got 411 XP and the rest are just 200-ish. There's probably a reason for that. But we have 3 biosample and they all completed 1 mission. Cool. So once they completed the mission, they're coming back. They're obviously putting all the biosamples to the containers. Then they're starting to study, they're going to sleep, and they're doing some eating and socializing and so on and so on. Of course, you can send it back, the team again, quickly, but it's better if they have a little bit of off time. What we can use the off time, as I said, so Fabian, who wasn't on a mission, immediately starting to use the research station, or actually how it's called, the biosample station. The biosample station taking the biosamples, and as you can see, we have some kind of fungus, some kind of, I don't even know, tail, and maybe it's a seed of kind. Well, it's creating all kind of patterns from it, or patent elements. I think Fabian is not created. So Megan came back. Megan is starting to do the process. Looks like she's starting with the tail kind of thingy. Well, we don't really have name for it. And we're already taking the mushroom bits. And I see we're already taking the third one as well. And it's starting to study those. And yes, so we have the first pattern we can write. So in the sudden growth category or topic, where we have 1 theories available as a rare theory. So how does this look like? We can write patterns. 1 pattern only can select 5 theses or theories altogether that have 5 or 6 different kind of rarity. This is a rare one, a blue one. We can have a common one, an uncommon one, and so on and so on and so on, as you can imagine. As much new theories you're putting into 1 pattern, the writing time is going to be more and more longer. But of course, the money you receive for it is going to be higher. So for example, now we're going to write this, and the potential revenue range is going to be between 3,000 and 600,000. So we're going to write this. Fabian is going to have some free time to come and write this pattern. we can write more patterns, because from the other two samples we have one which is good for the heat resistance and another one is good for some as kind of food source. I assume, but that's just my assumption, that the food source is maybe the mushroom one. So here you can see the common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary theory. Of course, these are more rare. So food source, we have one, and that's going to be as a common one between 2 and 4,000 patterns. I'm going to write the third one, the heat one, so we're going to get some revenue. So Fabian is writing all the three patterns, and it's going to be sent to the Earth, and they're going to start to use these new knowledge to certain ways. Now, each month, certain topics are going to be more popular, so we're going to have more money for it, and certain topics going to be less popular or less demanded, so we're going to have less money for it. But altogether, if we come in here and we see the patterns, that's where we see all which is in writing at the moment, or what salary we get from that. Expected income. So altogether we're going to see how many expected income we get from it, and obviously we need to reach the point that this is equal or higher than all the salary we have to pay for the employees. But without further ado, let's send the team to another mission, because we have so many other planets to go to. Immediately, you cannot really go to the same planet back. You can claim the planet, and later on, if you set up a new research, then you can set a base, and then you can send the team back and again and get all the scientific potential. As you can see here, it's actually quite low, so we collected most what we could. So let's just go to this planet. So it's immediately a little bit in further, costs a little bit more energy, but I say why not? So we connect it to there as well. And we can create a mission. So it's the same team. So we're going to send the same team. It's recommended level 2. I think they already had one mission, so it's going to be fine. Send the team. Injury chance is 0, which is always good to see. So now I'm going to put down a research desk, because that's going to be important to unlock other areas. Let's see a little bit how much we can research. So you need a research desk, which is placed down in a laboratory to study unlock new technologies. This is the research tree. Now it's not looking too in depth, right? So we have only barracks, training room, security, advanced weaponry, equipment, exosuit, armory, library, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So rooms, facilities, gears, and so on. What you can actually do is in each area go in and have a secondary research tree pop up. So you can see the laboratory, we already have that. We have the research desk, we have the writing console, we can unlock scientists, we have the biosample, but we can unlock specimen study. We can unlock specimen study console, and with that specimen handling training. So we can train them, which is crazy. And for each of this, we have a new tree under each icon and each area. So that's now making it way more in depth. And we can spend so much research points to the different areas. So power and the barracks, looks like we have a nap pod. That sounds lovely. And the canopy bed. Okay, cool. Training room, all kind of trainings. We're gonna go through of that eventually. We at the moment have 72 science points. And the first one I want to be unlocked is the med bay, because we never know what's gonna happen in a mission. We want to be prepared. Once we unlocking the med bay, we can unlocking the medics, the surgery, the psychological diagnostic deck, the med bay, and in case we have, let's just say, someone unwell in a permanent base, then we have a cremation unit as well. But let's not jump too much on that. So we're building the research station, which is require, I think, a level 2 person for it. Yeah, it's a level 2 facility. So I'm not really sure if Fabian is already ready for that, but once the team is coming back from the mission, I'm quite sure that we're gonna be able to have someone with level 2 experience. Now the team is back, and Megan Jones looks like leveled up. Yes, she is a level 2, so definitely someone who can use the research station from now on. And she's really happy for the level up. We are happy for you, Megan, as well. 2 missions the team went through. We have a biosample and another biosample. They got some XP, but Megan is definitely the star and MVP of this mission. So they are back, they unload, they socialize, and so on and so on. Another month is passed, so we see the radiation resistance topic is less profitable this month, but the sudden growth is more profitable, which is really good because we have one pattern in this topic area. So that's good. Let's just check how this looks like. So yes, it even shows with an icon that the sudden growth topic is actually really popular. So we're going to get more money for it. I don't really see how it's going to be more money, 2,900 than what we got, 3,200 the last month, but it is what it is. Maybe it's going to be changing later on. Now that's the next step. As I said, I want to be unlocking the medbay, and we have the amount of science for it. So we're going to go to medbay, we're going to unlock it for 100 points. And thanks to Megan, who is now leveled up, can be going through research it with the research station once actually she went to sleep and she's ready for it. But I think she deserved to sleep after this mission and the level up. Let's just see another area we can go. This is starting to be really expensive from power, so let's just go maybe to a neighboring place. So go to this one. And in the meantime, I suggest to claim this planet. So now it's connected, so we can start to increase our influence in the, I don't know, star map? Yeah. So that's where influence coming in. So on the home worlds, we get 4 per day. Then we have friends, faction, aliens, and claim sectors. We claim just 1 new planets or sectors, so it's going to be helping us to get more influence. And we're going to build up a little bit more our empire, or let's just say influence area. We're going to create a mission here. I actually can send this team, but what I'm going to do, quickly I'm going to be expanding the barrack, and I'm going to recruit another new team. Give me a second. So, the new team is ready, and we actually unlocked a new topic, which is the energy source and the medical treatment. So we have patterns in these areas as well now, and we're going to send to this new mission a new team. The new team is going to get the same color. We're going to call them the second team, second scientist team. And please meet with the new 3 candidates for the mission. So we're gonna have Brent still stay home, but we have Wilson, we have Clark, and we have Hay. And we're gonna send them to the mission. Go, 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 go guys. Make me proud. The other team, in the meantime, had time to relax, so we're gonna go to another planet, OQ747. Let's just go there. And we're gonna send the A team, or let's just say the first team. Really experienced, so I don't think they're gonna have any issues. Now we can see that the different multiple teams going to the multiple missions, and the gate is starting to be more and more used. And we're gonna see how they are performing here. We still not had any connections back, so they not needed Earth suggestions, but it's coming sooner than later. We also, in the same time, unlocked the medbay, so let's just start to prepare for that, because I'm expecting very soon we're gonna need it. And I'm gonna be going for a big medbay area just next to the gate. Because if something happening, I wanna be sure that they can go to the medbay really, really quickly. The first team is already gone, they're not gonna need 5 days. The second team is going in a second as well. I don't know if we can build another gate room. Maybe we don't need it. I don't know. But I'm expecting that later on we're gonna have multiple teams going back and forth. We might gonna need it. We're also starting to run a little bit low on power. So let's just add a little bit of power, extra power, preparing for the med bay. Med bays require a lot of power. So, and as we can see, the further and further planets are also required a lot of power. So I want to be sure I'm ready for it. Cool. So one is on 3 hours and coming back. That's the new team. The new team is working nicely. 720 XP. Nice. The med bay coming together as well, and we have a teams coming back again. Nice. So Tang is also leveled up. Megan is leveling up super quickly, almost level 3. Crazy, crazy team. Okay, so we are now only at 2 biosamples from this mission. Not so bad, not so great. We're building up the med bay. So we have a med bed, but the gators is treated by medics or wait for diagnostic. Okay, so we're gonna need, I don't know, probably a few of this. I'm putting down 2. So we have the diagnostic pod. Okay. Build one of that as well. We need a psychological diagnostic desk. Sounds something we're gonna need. Can I put it in a corner? No. Let's just put it here, because why not? So we have a psychical treatment dispenser and psychological treatment dispenser. We're gonna put down both of it here. Now we also have an ambulance bot. Bot moves unconscious gators to the med bay or dead gators to the crematorium units. Well, hopefully you're not gonna need that. Do we need a surgery pod immediately? That's a lot of energy, but you know what? I say let's prepare for the worst and hope the best. I'm gonna put it in the corner here. But with that, we also need to hire a medic. So now we have the new category of medic we can hire. We don't really need too many. So we need maybe 2 candidates gonna be enough. We're gonna hire only 1. And guys, hopefully you are unloaded. Hopefully you went to sleep. Megan is back as well. So we're gonna set you to another mission. Do we have the influence to claim this territory as well? Yes. The size of the territory and generate more influence. Yes, that's what I want to do. But actually, there is no science potential here anymore, so I'm not really sure about it, but claim this one as well. And let's go to this planet. XP, unusual event. Oh, okay. So we can see what the different planets can have. The science and unusual event. Okay. Unusual event, sounds good. Let's send the most experienced team there. All the best. Now we have a med bay. Wow, a lot of experience we can gain there. Wow, that's good. And in the meantime, let's go for science as well. And we're gonna send the second team there as well. Start the mission. Now we have the first medic appeared. I don't know which skill is important for medic. Social? Perception? Skill and damage dealt with weapon. No, that's definitely not what we need. Fatigue. Fatigue tolerance. I'm gonna go with Jessica. I don't know which one is the better skill for the medic. Okay, so we have the first callback to the Earth. The first scientist, the most experienced one, wanna speak with us. Exo, do you copy? We have a massive things inside. We are not 100% sure, but it looks like a skeleton. Skeleton? Where are you? Well, we send them there, so let's just say, what kind of skeleton is that? A human one, Exo. Oh! What are your recommendations? So we can send them different message. One is body and perception requirements. Perception and body. And nothing. On a mountain. Get some altitude to allow observation. Get closer. I like the altitude, but I'm not really sure the scientists are ready for that. So, but I don't want to send them closer. I mean, it's looking the same. It's just turned around the two things. I'm going to send them a little bit in altitude. Roger, we are calling back later. Cool. I will be waiting. Not like we can do anything else. Okay, the scientist one. Sorry, scientist 2 came back. Nice one. Scientist 1 is back. So, wow. A lot of things is happening. Wait a second. Guys. So, critically failed the test on BD... Oh, body and performance. That's not good. They gained some experience. John, okay, level 3. Someone leveled up. Plus 8 science points earned. Fatigue is increased for all around the team. Hunger is increased. All kind of things. Okay, Team 1 reporting from NS871. We got some news about the skeleton. The view from above is neat. It seems like it was giant human. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. There is also a big hole in the rib cage. That's certainly how it died, but what caused that? Big hole. Could it be a gun? Could it be some kind of melee weapon? A meteor? Maybe. A bullet? Stay silent. I mean, they should be telling us. Maybe a bullet? I don't want to think about the size of the shell that did this. Okay, then what do you think? It died from the impact. Okay, maybe because the skeleton isn't from this planet. Actually, I think it's landed here, hurt, then died alone. Well, it's a good thing that you are not a giant on this planet, right? How? We will never know. This is way beyond what we could analyze right now. Understood. Continue the mission. What's next? End the mission. And they're back. So Megan is level 3 scientist now. Crazy. She's going up exceptionally. We don't really have any influence from this mission. We have 8 science, and we not really brought back anything. We only learned about the giant who, well, is dead. Rest in peace, giant. Rest in peace. In the meantime, we started to build a secondary barrack because our medic don't really have anywhere to sleep, and that's going to be required. So I'm going to build another barrack for 7 new person. And I'm going to build this up, and we're going to have possibility for a 3rd team to send out. Maybe we're going to send the medic, actually. We're going to hire another medic, and we're going to send with the team them as well. But that's going to be in the next episode. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you have any recommendations how we can play the game, or anything I missed, or anything I said wrongly, please let me know. Otherwise, if you like the video, please leave a like. If you like the channel, please subscribe. And see you in the next time. Bye-bye.